There are many different forms of art on display in a vast array of locations, ranging from art galleries and sides of buildings to the middle of the street. But have you ever wondered just how the artists who created these began?
Hey, my name is Jonathan Thorpe and I am a digital artist and photographer.
Hi, I'm G Greenslade. I'm 22. I take photos and digitally manipulate them.
I'm 20 years old and I live in Adelaide.
And I'm from Adelaide.
Discover what it's like to be a budding young artist in the city of festivals by meeting some of Adelaide's aspiring artists who take on the creative world.
Basically digital imaging and photography and lots of photo manipulation and
Photoshop and taking photos and yeah, mostly Photoshop really.
I normally do a lot of my stuff at home.
Mostly in my back room here, at home.
Only because like my models are more comfortable here and I know my surroundings better, and I normally just like, reuse same places to make them look different, put stuff in them. And I also do a lot of nude stuff, so it's a lot easier for me to, censor that here. Like I can't just be like, go to the beach and take your top off.
It's an addiction. I really just love it. I love hanging out with my friends and taking these crazy photos I always say to my mum the only reason I do this is because I never wanted to grow up and I still like playing with Barbies and still like dressing them up and stuff. So yeah, it's still that dressing people up and doing crazy stuff and having fun. So yeah.
I have so much going on in my head that it's sort of a way to get it out of my head and put it somewhere else. And then it's like a piece of my journal, like I have it there forever, and it's like everything I'm feeling I put into that. Like if I'm having a bad breakup or I'm going through troubles with someone, I'll sort of come up with images that are like cryptic and symbolic, but I'll put them in, like I'll have like someone falling through space, and then I'll have like, she'll be wearing like a love heart necklace, but the love heart necklace would have fallen off, and she'll be trying to grab it, but she'll be falling through space, and yeah, like openness, empty, like lost love, like trying to grab it, like stuff like that. And I'll normally write little like poems that go with it. So it's sort of like word and the visual that go with it, so it helps people understand where I'm coming from, and then other people can relate to that as well. So yeah. Fine. Andres, open your eyes, okay. Okay, stay there. Okay.
Yeah, collaborate lots. That's like the basis of everything that I do. From the beginnings of taking photos of models to and actually talking to them about what they'd like to be seen as and all that sort of thing, and to even when I'm editing, a lot of the time I send images out to people and say, is this looking okay and is this looking right, and right through the very end when exhibiting, a lot of the time we collaborate on that and stuff. So really important. That's the most important part.
Oh, I collaborate with models obviously, but other photographers and other artists I never have, but it doesn't mean I won't. I don't know, I sort of just, because my work's so personal, I kind of find it easy just to kind of do it by myself, and
There's all of us uni bums who hang out together, and then there's always someone around that you know from the art scene.
A young art scene in Adelaide. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of artists, young artists.
It's quite subdued at the moment, I suppose. There's not a lot of exhibitions and stuff going on. It's more just everyone hanging out and whatever, so yeah.
For the size of Adelaide's population, I think that the art crowd for that would be good compared to Melbourne and stuff though. Like, you know what I mean? Like more condensed.
Yeah, it's the emotional up and down of it. Sometimes you think you should move to Melbourne because it's bigger and there's more of a scene and all that sort of thing. But at the same time, it's great because you've got such a condensed community and everyone knows each other really well, and you mention a name and oh yeah, I know that person.
When it comes to galleries and stuff though, I think like anywhere, I mean, I think it's harder to get into a gallery. I think you kind of have to have more of a following.
Mostly the ones I've gotten is pubs and stuff like that.
Well, I just had an exhibition at the World's End, and that was good. I mean, there are lots of pubs and stuff in Adelaide that I think lots of pub owners like to have young artwork, or not even young artwork, like artists, like local artists work in their pub. I mean, that whole local pub feel, have a drink.
It's done some really good things as far as I've been lucky enough to sort of network with people in Brisbane and go up there a lot.
The reason I love the internet so much is because people can see my artwork and they can get their own their own ideas from it and their own sort of, it can sort of become their work as well. Like, I have my own meanings for it, but I've got a lot of messages and comments from people saying that some pieces of artwork they relate to 100% and it's made them feel better, and they look at it and they can relate to it, and it's sort of that whole like a song.
Yeah, the whole scene is pretty talented.
It can only really get better because, I mean, it depends whether like what the artists that are here now in Adelaide normally move on to other places like either around the world or Sydney or Melbourne.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some really amazing people come up, and I think Adelaide's going to get a really good name for itself, because from what I've seen, yeah, there's some great artists, and Johnny's one of them, so yeah. Yeah.
A lot more arty people live here in comparison to, you know, maybe elsewhere, so there's a lot of art, there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of...
I don't know, I'm not sure, I haven't been an artist anywhere else, so I wouldn't know.
The future of the Adelaide art scene looks promising, as is evident in the standard of work by these young artists of Adelaide.
That's a wrap.